Hi everyone, I'm Suzy and welcome to my channel, This Adulting Thing. Welcome back to my channel. If you've not been here before, then essentially we're going to be talking all about the trials and tribulations of adulthood and all the dramas that come with trying to navigate adulthood as a millennial. Today I want to talk about juggling priorities, which is something that becomes more of a struggle as you become an adult. There are so many demands on our time. There's work, there's friends, you have to moisturise, have a skincare routine, you have to exercise and go to the gym, you have to do your meal prep, you have to catch up with your family, you have to clean the house, you have to organise your life admin. There's so many things that make up being an adult, and it can feel really, really hard to somehow keep all of these balls in the air at once. I saw something the other day that was really relatable. It was related to self-employment, but it still kind of resonates with anyone, I think. But essentially there was a video of this guy who was saying, I am a self-employed person, but I'm also a husband, a father, a friend, a son, all of these things. And he said from month to month, it's a case of deciding which one am I going to suck at the most this month. And that kind of hit me because in my life that can feel quite true. If I'm focusing on one thing or trying to juggle multiple things, something always gets dropped or something always gets slightly less attention than maybe it should. If I'm doing really well with my business and if I'm getting new clients and if I'm making more money, then usually I won't meet up with my friends as much as I should, or I won't dedicate enough quality time to my family. And it's really frustrating because for me personally, I am a bit of a perfectionist around things. If I'm juggling multiple things, I want all of those things to be going well. And it's sometimes a case of realising that things will drop. For example, I was going around the flat the other day and there was so much dust on the TV stand and on the windowsill. The bathrooms need to be washed, and I just felt a bit overwhelmed by it because it's on my to-do list. I've got to do that. And oh, I look in the fridge and I'm running out of food, so I need to go shopping, and I haven't done my meal prep, so I haven't got enough food planned out for the week, so when am I going to have time to cook? And I feel like this is when, personally, I become really burnt out. I'm quite an organised person. I like to have a list, I like to have a plan, which is fine. But when that plan becomes overwhelming, when that list gets too long, I kind of just feel like I want to run away and emigrate and become a Tibetan monk because I can't deal with all of the things that I have to do at once. And I guess really that's normal. That's just what adulthood is. It's trying to prioritize, trying to manage your to-do list and figure out what needs to be done. And sometimes there will be weeks or months where you do just really suck at something, and that's okay because at the end of the day, we're only humans, only so much we can do in the space of one day or 1 week. Even today for me, sitting down, doing this video, I love doing my YouTube channel, but today I just felt so tired. It has been such a busy week. I've been running around, I've been trying to sort out so many different things, and I thought it's another thing to do on my list. But I thought, you know what, this is the perfect topic to talk about because I can literally just rant about the struggles that I've had this week. I have been feeling so sleepy. Like when I've come back from work at night, usually I'll have a bit of wind down time, I'll watch a bit of TV, I'll chill, and honestly, I've been so tired. I've been coming in, getting my food, getting a shower, and I've been going to bed. My energy levels have just really taken a hit this week. I'm one of those people who I really hate wishing my week away. I really hate it. You know, when during the week you're like, oh, it's Wednesday, it's nearly the weekend. Oh, it's Thursday, it's nearly the weekend. It's almost like you're wishing the days to just go so that you can reach the weekend quicker. And sometimes my weeks are like that. I will be wishing the week away so I can get to the weekend, have a lie in, have a bit of a break. But then ultimately that's time that I'm essentially just hoping to waste. And I always feel really bad because if you kind of see older people talking about things they would have done differently or whatever, if they felt like they've wasted time on the wrong things or they wish too much time away, it always makes me feel guilty. It's like, am I actively wishing my life away here? Am I essentially just trying to live for the weekend? But I will be honest, not every week is like that. It's only the crazy stressful ones that make me sort of wish for the weekend. Now that I'm doing a job that I love and I've kind of got the life that I was dreaming about sort of 3-4 years ago, it does make the weeks feel less like work, I suppose. It makes them more enjoyable for me. But there are still weeks where I'm just tired and I just really feel like I need a holiday. One thing that I always feel guilty about is ignoring my friends on WhatsApp, which I don't do a lot, but sometimes if I've seen a message come through, I'm like, oh, I'll deal with that in a bit. I'll message and reply to that later. And it's because I'm trying to juggle a lot of different things and it's just something I don't have time for right now. But I hate that feeling of having to leave things till later. I really want to respond straight away. I really want to be a really good friend. But sometimes you just can't be. Sometimes you have to realise how much you can take on. You have to decide what is going to be your main focus, because it's hard to try and keep on top of all of these things. It's so easy to say, oh, we need to do more self-care, we need to moisturise, we need to go to the gym, and it's all things that we do need to do. But when you have a list as long as your arm of other things, suddenly those things kind of pale into insignificance. I have been so bad with moisturising my legs. My skin can get just drier naturally. And I always say I'm going to really, really try and just dedicate time to properly doing a full body moisturise. And then when I get out of the shower and I'm tired and my bed's calling, I'm like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And I can really procrastinate things like that. It genuinely baffles me how my friends who have children, or even my friends who have pets, can manage to build that into the lifestyle, because I already feel that I'm operating on maximum capacity most of the time. And then to throw a child into the mix, like the responsibility of keeping a small human alive while trying to sort out everything else in your life, it's crazy. But I think ultimately it is about accepting you are human. There's only so much you can do and everything's not going to be perfect. Some days you may be able to give 100%, some days you may be able to give 20%, 40%, whatever it is. You won't always be able to smash every single day. And realising that and taking the time to rest and not feel guilty about resting, even though you can see the sink full of dishes out of the corner of your eye. It's just realising, actually, you know what, I've done a lot this week, I've juggled a lot this week, and I am just gonna take today and I'm gonna do nothing. I am one of those people who struggles to sit and do nothing. I struggle to relax. I always say, oh, I really just want to have a day of doing nothing. And when that day comes, I think, actually, but I could be doing this, I could be doing that, I could be getting on with other things. And so I end up probably not having a full day of rest, and I'll end up doing bits and bobs here and there. And that's fine, but what I really need to make sure is that I don't burn out, because what use am I to anyone? What use am I to my clients, to my family, to my boyfriend, to my friends, if I am exhausted and unable to function properly? So as adults, as annoying as it is, although we do have this really, really long list of priorities, it's just a case of managing them. It's a case of literally choosing, what am I going to suck at this month so that I can be good at this other thing? And sometimes you do literally have to look at it like that, because trying to keep all of these plates spinning at the same time is impossible, and you will end up absolutely shattered from it. So it's just not really worth it at the end of the day. Everything cannot be perfect 100% of the time, and being an adult is about coming to terms with that and being at peace with that. So that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. You probably can relate to juggling priorities, because we all have our own stuff going on that we'll have to deal with. And it's not easy, but it's fine. Everyone is going through the same thing. We are in this boat together. If you enjoyed what you saw today, then please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. There is plenty more where this came from, I assure you. Thanks again for watching and see you next time.